Oh, yes. This is very good. So, first thing you guys need to understand, this is a gacha game. So, the drama is going to be stupid, okay? Just, like, it's going into it, you know that you're already dealing with the worst of the worst.
This is the weapon that almost ruined Wuthering Waves in Japan. So bad, in fact, that there are even people reporting them to the Consumer Affairs Bureau of Japan. So why exactly is JP so angry? The Verdant Summit, known as Sorin Renpo in Japanese, is Jian's signature weapon. At max level, it has a base attack of 587.5 with a crit damage substat of 48.6%.
That is insane.
Making this a very enticing stat stick just on base stats alone. But even more so, in its description, it gives a flat 12% damage increase to all resonance attacks, as well as a further 24% increase to heavy attack.
Well, look, guys. It does a lot of damage. Why does it do a lot of damage? Because it's the expensive one. So what they do is they put the one that does the most damage and they make that the most expensive to get people to spend more money. Can you believe that?
After each intro skill or resonance
That's
skill.
crazy,
Up to
right?
2 stacks too, so an easy 48% heavy attack bonus just by switching in and using your resonance skill. That sounds pretty good, doesn't it? This weapon is absolutely broken. This deal was so enticing, many people in Japan wailed out hard to max this weapon out to get an easy 96% heavy attack damage bonus. But after equipping it...
Oh, so yeah, basically this might be something that some people who still have self-respect might not be aware of. So the way this works is that if you buy the weapon... Well, then, if you can get 2 copies of the weapon, you get 2 weapons. Well, what do you do with the 2 weapons? Well, it's like you can put the it's like you're like fusing them together, and it makes the base weapon stronger. It's like a copy of it, and you can do this up to 5 times. So it's like basically 80 pulls, I think, guarantees it. So let's assume that you're getting it on average every 60 pulls. Actually, let's just say 70, right? So 7 times 5 is 35. If each pull is going to be about $10, probably a little bit less than that. Actually, I don't know. How much is each pull? I'm not sure. But yeah, it's like a little bit over $1,000.
To battle and using their resonance skill,
they
didn't see any difference in their damage. What was happening? Where was the damage increase? It states clearly here, after each resonance skill. Let's check the English translation. Increases damage bonus by 12% and an extra 24% heavy attack damage bonus every time the intro skill or resonance liberation is cast. Oh yeah, that's completely different. This huge oversight in the translation set JP on fire, with many demanding a refund for all the money they put in to get this weapon, and like I said before, several people threatening to report them to the Consumer Affairs.
They're fucking mad because they spent, guys, they spent $1,000 on a video game weapon and they're not winning. I'd be fucking mad too. I'd be fucking furious. $3,000?
Bureau.
That's
Actually,
a car.
they congratulated them on the
not anymore.
CAB collaboration event. JP has a weird sense of humor sometimes. This person's saying they've already filed a formal complaint and are now just waiting for
regarding the weapon banner. I have contacted the Customer Affairs Bureau. By the way, this isn't a definite I got scammed, but rather I'd like advice on how to proceed. This is my first time contacting the Consumer Affairs Bureau, so I don't know if or when I'll receive a response. There it is.
Is this true? Did they really? I don't know. It is the internet after all. And then at 9:47 p.m. on May 29th, the official Twitter account for Wuthering Waves released a statement apologizing for the issue. We have received reports that there is an error in the description for the 5-star weapon Verdant Summit. The correct description is as follows. The corrected description will be reflected in the update schedule for tonight, meaning that they implemented the hotfix that night on the 29th. The weapon currently has the correct description, but this was a pretty big oversight that can't really be attributed to a wrong translation. And like I said, many people dropped a lot of money.
Yeah, it's like that makes the weapon not as good, and people bought it because they thought it was one thing. I think they should give everybody refunds that bought the weapon. I think they should give it to anybody in Japan that bought the weapon. I think they should give them refunds. Because people bought it and it didn't do what they said it was going to do. So, like, if you buy something and, like, you know, for example, if there's a deal at Church's Chicken and it says, if you buy this deal, you get 8 pieces of chicken. And then you buy the deal, and it says you open up the bucket, and there's 3 chickens in the bucket, not 8 chickens. That's a fucking problem. That's a goddamn fucking problem. And that's what happened. There's only 3 chickens, not 8.
weapon. So what was the compensation for such a blunder? 160 astrite. This did not go over well with many people scoffing at it. Just enough astrite for a single pull? People were furious with even more.
Yeah, by the way, astrite, how much is that? I mean, I don't know what the conversion is. They make it hard to do. But it's basically like $2, like $2 or $3.
For a refund, but refund would be difficult.
No, I know how much money it is. I know it's one pull, guys. I know. I played the game. I know that. I'm saying like how much money does that is.
Game and how much of that was spent to pull this weapon.
It's
Personally,
$2.
I don't think that's possible. Another solution I saw was that they could rework the description to make it so you can gain stacks from the intro skill, Resonance Liberation, and Resonance skill. But personally, I think that would make this weapon a bit too OP. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong on that. So what do I think Kura should do? Giving refunds to everyone seems a bit too much, and buffing the sword would make it way too OP. So
they should give refunds to anybody in Japan who applies for one. That's what they should do. It's so simple.
I don't know. All I do know is that a single pull is not enough compensation for those that put a lot of money in this game.
There's a follow-up.
As we know, JP tends to outspend any country per GDP, so that amount of money isn't insignificant as it stands with the rocky release, difficult to read kanji terms and other jargon, and now this, Wuthering Waves is on the brink of outright failing in Japan. I've said it before and I'll say it again. For Wuthering Waves to succeed in Japan, it has to get the translations, localizations, and culturalizations down first and foremost for it to succeed. These are the things that are most important for JP.
There's gotta not be a scam.
Bugs can be fixed. If anything, a lot of JP players find the bugs funny. But these translation issues will ruin Wuthering Waves if it continues. I hope they fix it, and I hope they make it their biggest priority.
People not going to give a fuck about the translation issues if the game plays well, but they will give a fuck about buying something and it's not what they bought.
Not only me, there's still a large player base over here that genuinely enjoys this game and wishes to see it succeed. Only time will tell though. Personally, I still think this weapon is extremely good, but I can understand why people would feel frustrated about this. They thought it was one thing, but got another. But that other thing is still very, very good. Swap in, use your Resonance Liberation, get the damage buff. It's not like the weapon was completely nerfed, it just means you have to activate it a different way, which is just as easy. But that's just me speaking as a free-to-play player. If I put money on this expecting one thing but getting another, I would be just as upset. So I do get it. But like I said,
I actually don't think that gacha players should be allowed to get a refund for anything. I think that they should make it all more expensive too, because like, you deserve this. You deserve to have this happen to you. You've done this to yourself, and you deserve it. And punish them. You want to punish them. That's right, you punish them. I'm obviously joking, but I'm not completely joking.
Swap in, use your burst, get the damage. Simple. But what do you think Kura should do? Let me know down in the comment section below. If you like this video, don't forget to comment and subscribe because I have more videos just like this coming out in the future. So until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
So it gets better apparently. Follow-up video. Wuthering Waves is already dead in Japan. There's the first one right there. This guy's a small content creator. He's only got about 3,000 subs. Make sure to give him a like and a sub if you liked it. I'm gonna be honest. I thought this video was really good. For a small content creator, a new guy to YouTube, this is a really great video. It got worse. Okay, all right. Now what?
Wuthering Waves is in a rough spot right now for JP. So bad in fact that on 5chan there are some people already saying the game is dead in Japan. I just did a video about the outrage in the JP community regarding Jian's signature weapon for the Summit. So watch that video first before watching this one to see why JP was in such a rage. The rage was so bad in fact that some people are going so far as to contact Consumer Affairs Agency in Japan about pursuing legal issues. And on May 29th they released—
If you want my honest opinion, by the way, real quick, I'm gonna give my honest opinion about like all gacha games. I feel like you should be able to refund all purchases in a gacha game at any time. Like maybe like 180 days after the purchase. You should be able to refund them with no questions asked. Now, they should be able to ban you if you refund them. I think that's fair. But you should be able to get your money back.
Statement addressing the issue with the compensation written to sound like all JP was going to get.
Yeah, that's what my opinion is.
Astrite. This only infuriated the JP player.
I don't think it should be able to ban you for this circumstance because this was their mistake. I'm talking about like in a normal situation.
Is even more. And I agree as well, 160 astrite is not nearly enough. And at the end of my video, I said that I don't know what Kura should do. If that was everything, 160 astrite would have been a huge slap in the face to their players. That isn't the Kura games that I know. Well, At 11:39 p.m. May
Here it
30th,
is.
the official Twitter account for Wuthering Waves released a follow-up announcement. Dear Rovers, we sincerely apologize for the inconvenience caused by the incorrect description of the 5-star weapon Verdant Summit. Compensation has already been distributed via in-game mail. Although the incorrect description has been corrected, we have decided to address this issue individually for each affected rover. If you meet the following conditions, please submit your application through the inquiry form below, and then they show a link to the inquiry form here.
Okay.
The application deadline is until August 30th, 2024.
That's
midnight.
fair.
So
That's a good amount of
for
time.
people to apply. And the application conditions are as follows. Rovers who were affected by the translation error and obtained the 5-star weapon Verdant Summit before May 29th, 2024. We appreciate your continued support of Wuthering Waves. So how did JP react?
I think that's very fair.
Simply put, overwhelmingly positively.
Exactly. There it is, yeah. That's extremely fair.
The replies, I couldn't really find anyone that was saying that it wasn't enough or that they were unhappy with the
Yeah,
response.
this is great.
This time around, anyway. Like I said, that first one with one.
All right, awesome.
Woof.
Good for
this
them.
This time, however, in most of the responses, they were saying things like "kamiune," which literally means godly developers. The
Damn.
word God being used in this instance is much like the way that we use legend in English. Like, this guy right here is a legendary content creator. I need to subscribe to him right away. He has so many videos about the JP perspective on things. What a legend. Anyway, those were the replies, but if you want to find what people really think, it's best to look at the quote retweets. So how about there? From initial look of things, the response is much the same. Really think it's best to look at the quote retweets. So how about there? From initial look of things,
Thank God. If the whales leave, it would be really bad. Losing a game I can enjoy playing solo isn't something I can laugh about. Now fix the bugs and get controller support on iOS. Individual treatment, I see. It's wonderful. They gave a swift response. I'm sure it's difficult for the Japan devs, but I really want to see them try their best. As expected of them seriously, I'm going to go nuts wailing out now.
to be really happy with the response.
That's great.
This was the response people were waiting for. Opening up to their players, giving them an avenue
That's
to contact
great.
them to request how they would like to be compensated. Actually talking to them on a case-by-case basis really deepens the connection to their player base and is the best thing they could do to heal the damage in their relationship. And as I said at the beginning of this video, Wuthering Waves is in a really tough spot right now in Japan. With the rocky release plagued by bugs and lag issues, a plethora of jargon and difficult to read kanji putting off many players, Wuthering Waves was all the way down at rank 14 in the charts for mobile gaming on Google Play Store in Japan as a result. It really wasn't looking good
Let me
at all.
check
But
where
since
it's at right now on my Google Play Store. I gotta look at this. Okay, so we got Google Play Store. Where it gonna be? Top charts, games, top charts. This on the app. It is number. Am I seeing it? It says top. It's not even on the top charts. Yeah, it's not even on here, bro. Like, yeah, I'm looking because like it says Ludo Superstar, Geometry Dash Light. Oh, here it is. Whether it's at 41, rank 41 with a 3.7 star ranking. That's pretty good. It's top 20, and so that's pretty, guys. That's pretty good.
response, it has since started to rise a little and is now sitting at 5. Still not number 1 as it was on the initial launch day, but
no
better than
fucking
what
shit.
It was. As I said in my previous video, Wuthering Waves really needs to nail down these translation issues. These are the things that will make or break this game in Japan. And if these kinds of issues continue, Wuthering Waves risks being written off as a terrible game in the eyes of the Japanese player base. Which would be a shame. It's really not a bad game. It deserves a fair shot.
What are they gonna do? They're gonna go back and play Blue Protocol? Like, what are they gonna do? They're gonna like it. It's fine.
Wish they would stop handicapping themselves at every corner. As it stands, Kurogame has managed to claw back victory from the jaws of defeat. But if something like this happens again, I don't think the JP is going to give them a second chance. Not another one. Kurogames, you really need to focus on the localization issues just as much as the bugs. I don't know who you're hiring to do this.
No, it's if you want to have people not care, just give them extra stuff. So like every time that you fuck up, if you give everybody 10 pulls, then they'll be happy. It's like really like you know, they figured this shit out back in like Rome. Like there's this one guy, he said, you know, how are we gonna worry about the people getting mad about like us fucking around? He says, we'll just keep doing the Colosseum, bread and circuses. You just give them 10 pull. They'll be fine. Just give them 10. That's easy.
they're clearly not up to the task. Maybe it's just a matter of them being tired and overworked, in which case, hire more people. And hire proofreaders too, because you cannot rely on the translators to get everything down perfect. Speaking from experience, it's very easy for translators to overlook typos and other mistakes. You got this second chance, but I don't think you'll get a third. Either way, I'll be keeping an eye on this situation to see how JP reacts to Wuthering Waves going forward. So if you want to know more, make sure to subscribe, because I have more videos like this coming in the future. Also, liking and commenting really goes a long way for this channel, so if you could do that, I would greatly appreciate it. So until next time, I will see you in the next video.
So this is the problem. You thought it was over. It's not. It's not. Look at this. Was this a targeted ad? Like a cleaning product ad? I have cleaning, but I got this right here. It's delicious. I drink it all the time.
Only 2:22 in the morning for me. I need to go to bed, but
details of individual handling for the JP weapon gotcha false advertisement revealed. No compensation, and users are directed to take it up with their payment platform.
Before I do, I need to address this right now. Many people have sent this to me to look at, to like confirm, like, is this real? Is this true? I just want to go through it quickly.
Oh man, this is great.
Part up here regarding the weapon, we've already gone through that in my previous videos, and also this response with the 160 airstrike, that's also true. This issue here about the leaked emails of those who applied through that form, is that true? Yes, it is. It's very true. What happened is that someone from Kuro was an absolute idiot, and they added everyone into the CC line instead of the BCC line. So what happens is when they sent everyone the message, everyone that's in that message got the information, got the usernames and also the emails for everyone else.
Oops.
In that message. This goes against what they promised. They promised to give individual support for each rover.
Wait, oh, you're right. So that means they didn't even do that. That's a good point. Oh, fuck. That's a good point. I didn't even think about that. So not only did they fuck up and leak everybody's information, but they also leaked the fact, you remember like this one time, I saw, this is like a screenshot, and it was a dude that tried to send out a message to 46 girls, but he ended up putting all 46 girls into a group chat, and the message was like, how you doing? You're pretty hot. You know, do you want to go on a date sometime or something like that, right? And he says, oh, wait. Oh, shit. It put you all in a group. Damn. Damn, I didn't think it was going to do that. Shoot a shot? Yeah, with a shotgun.
Sending out
it's AoE farming,
a scripted out one-size-fits-all email to everyone completely like blows that out of the water. As for the email itself, this is what it looked like to everyone that list. You had the usernames here and also the email, so everyone was completely visible. This is not good. Luckily for them, it's not a public leak, it's a private leak, but still, let's not minimize it. This is an absolutely terrible leak.
Well, it's a public leak if you leak it to somebody that makes it public though, right? Right? I mean, because like private, so public doesn't mean players of the game. It means anybody who doesn't work at the company. If it goes into the hands of somebody who doesn't work at the company, it went public. Well, I mean, I just said that what it is. I don't even know.
They should not have done this at all. This should not have gone through. This should not.
No, it shouldn't have been. They're probably upset about this.
They just had their controversy with Jian's weapon, and
it's a former private leak.
They got it.
Yeah,
they got the response that they wanted. They got people. They got all JP on their side by saying that they were going to give individual support for all rovers that want to have their
I bet they will.
pools like refunded or something. They had it, and then they fucked it up. I mean, at this point, it feels like they're Sideshow Bob stepping on the rakes, you know? And as you can see here, there are over 207 people involved in this. This is not good. They need to sort this out, and I don't know what they need to do, but they need to sort this out.
So 207 people fucked around on this? So 207, assuming that each person spent an average of, let's say, $800. I mean, what is that? Like, how much money is that? We're talking about $16,000, $160,000? That's a lot. That's a lot of money, like, because beached whales. Imagine, bro, imagine 207 whales. Oh, fuck, man. I thought it was gonna. It's just a liberation skill. Fuck, man.
Real good. But as to the actual contents of the message itself, I'm going to read through it here. Regarding the Verdant Summit. Dear Rovers, thank you so much for your continued support. We sincerely apologize for any inconvenience caused. The explanation of the description of the weapon effect for Verdant Summit has been optimized, has been changed, has been updated. We have also received requests from Rovers and regarding the issue with the explanation of Verdant Summit. This time, please contact the relevant payment platform, meaning whoever you paid with to buy your pulls, contact them. Also, after the rover contacts the payment platform, if the amount is refunded, the corresponding number of tides in-game will be deducted. If there are not enough tides in the game, it will be in the negative. Please be aware of this. We greatly value
whoa, I was AFK. I'm going to listen to this again.
If the amount is refunded, the corresponding number of tides in-game will be deducted. If there are not enough tides in the game, it will be in the negative. Please be aware of this.
So you can have a debt? You're going into gotcha debt? Looks like they got you. Hoyoverse did the same thing? I know.
We greatly value your gaming experience. The game continues to be improved and we hope you will continue to pay attention and keep supporting our game.
Right.
Once again, we thank you for your support of the game. From Wuthering Waves customer support. So this is an official email. So there's no issue of Kuro Games being hacked by
If I was Kuro Games, this is what I do. I say I'm just going to give everybody back the money and I'm going to add in a new weapon next, not the next banner, but like 2 banners from now that completely power creeps this weapon. So like, yeah, let everybody have this weapon, but it's going to suck. Yeah, that's what I would do, like, because that's the smart thing to do. The whale again, yeah, bro, like, it's simple.
This is official, and this is just their complete and utter fuck up. That's all I can say. But in regards
the first time
to
bonus,
what
so they all had negative
here about
currency.
you going into the minus, but they go on to say this in the post. However, if
they were informed that if the negative currency remains, they will be banned. Oh, it's right here. However, if their premium currency stays negative, they will be banned. That's fake? You think it's fake?
Premium currency stays negative, they will be banned. This image of the response to a player who submitted an App Store refund went viral in Japan, and they give a link to this image here. Right. This is completely false. This is fake news. This is an edited image. How do I know? Because I found the image. It's right here. This is the user that posted the image there. This is the original post, and it's got 13 retweets and 77 likes. Hardly the viral sensation that it was made out to be. But also, if you look in the comments here, if we click on here, look in the comments. Let me just zoom in a little for you. It says here, where do you get this image? And he lists off a complete, utter excuse of an explanation of a diatribe. But if you look further down here as well, look for what other people are saying. Are you sure this image is real? It kind of looks a bit fake to me. Stop it with the obvious.
And you can see, obviously, these are professional dick eaters. Whose eye is that? That's Sparkle. I'll tell you that. I know that for a fact. This is a professional dick eater, bro. This is not his first rodeo. The problem, is that he's the horse. He's the one that's getting rode around.
It kind of looks a bit fake to me. Stop it with the obvious forgery. Now, we can just say, oh, this is just an argument between two people. Like, is it really a forgery? Okay, let's go into the game. So this is me in game right now.
Do you know?
Okay,
I know everything.
If we go
bro.
to our menu,
if I see something, I can remember
into the mail section.
Like
here,
if I know all the characters.
We see like the text on this right side here, and we also see the different messages like in this right side here. Now let's compare that. Now if we compare it, we can clearly see Rover on the left side here,
right?
With nothing on the right side and none of the other messages. So maybe it's just cut off. Maybe all the messages are on this left side here.
No, bro, it's obviously fake, because if it wasn't fake, then you'd see a bunch of other people posting the same thing. He's the only person posting this message. It's a system message. The system message can be easily replicated because all you have to do is have the exact use case in order to generate the system message. Like, it's obviously fake. If one person gets a unique system message, then it's a fake system message. Like, come on, just think about it for 3 seconds.
Not possible, because if you look at the game again...
Come on, what are we doing?
Go back out.
What are we doing?
So my character is currently right in the middle.
He's only level 50?
It goes to the left side here.
Oh my god.
If you click on here, there's no way that you can see the character model that clearly. This image is fake. This image is edited. So like I said, if the rover was to be on the left side and you say, let's say maybe it's just cut off at this part, the rover would have to be like right in the middle of the screen just to get that crop, you see? This image is not real. So to say that this is the official response from Kuro Games is just completely false. Don't blame the person in Reddit, maybe they just don't understand it. But I really need to clear that up. Even in the post it says here.
That's a W for him. I hate misinformation. It's funny, but I hate it.
It uses the phrase Samonaito, which became a meme in JP Wuthering Waves community. No, it didn't. Because it's extremely unprofessional, because it's fake. And sounds like a gangster demanding money, because it's fake. Equivalent to something like you better pay or we're banning your account. Not something official company correspondents should have, because they didn't. It's fake. Another thing that we need to look at this is that also the timing. This post was created at 10:29 p.m. May 29th. That is a day before the second announcement regarding the refund form thing. So there's no way that you could say that they went through this official form, got their refund, and then they got this response back. It's just the timing does not line up. So what is true is that this email is true, this leak of information is true, this image is not true. So putting that email aside, I want to focus solely on this email right now. It is really bad. There is no excuse in this. I just said in my previous video that Kuro Games really needs to step up the game and not allow something like this to happen again.
It just did.
The very next day, in their countermeasures, in their response to the backlash, they did something else which caused even more backlash. But on the response to the backlash, I want to go through what people in JP are actually talking about, like what their opinions of the situation is. Doing a search for Wuthering Waves and mail, Wuthering Waves is really, really not good. As in, like they're fumbling the ball at every instance. It might seem like they're going to be over. First it was the weapon, then it was the individual response, and now the mail leak. This is just not good. With the mail leak, I kind of want to laugh, but I can't laugh. Doing such a thing would lead people to lose faith in you as a company. I mean, with good reason. This is a post from a really good JP content creator.
It's an ultra wide screen. I'll take. Then why are other people not replicating it? Why is that? You typed it 3 times. You don't have a good answer, you're getting banned. You're gonna make us waste our fucking time looking at your bullshit? Shut the fuck up. We replicated the screenshot in Reddit? Where? Link it to my mod. Can one of my mods, you link it to a mod right now. You got your life on the line right now. You gotta understand that. Let's go. It's time to pull out the receipts. You gotta send it to a mod, bro. I told you guys send it to a mod. You try to link it yourself. I called it. We got it. Is this it? Seems to me that there's misinfo going on with the in-game mail message. The image is edited and not an official email. Ultra-wide monitors exist. No, not everyone runs at 16:9. If this is the proof, then it's pretty weak. Okay, so this isn't a screenshot of it. Is this what you wanted me to look at? Yes. Does this say the same thing? Does this message say the same thing? Because if I look at the message, like for example, if I look at this image here.
But they go on to say this.
If I look at this image has a 750. So they're using the same numerals. If I go back and I look at this again, and I see what this image that's linked is there a 750 there? No. It's a different message. It's not proving the message, just the character position. He says we replicated the screenshot. Did they do that? Did it get replicated? Is that a replication? It's not. It's a different message. Get out of here. I'm not gonna read a dumbass fucking messages, stupid ass shit. What do you type? You type one more thing? I didn't even fucking find it. I'm so sick of listening to these smart asses coming in here. Oh, wait a minute. I've got to add in my 2 cents about how I'm wrong about how this guy's wrong in a way that doesn't matter. Like, yeah, let's all waste our fucking time for 10 minutes because of some dumb point you want to make that nobody gives a shit about. Get the fuck out of here. That's not what we were talking about. You're wasting our goddamn time. You said one thing. It's not that thing. You're changing it. It's crazy. Stop it. Get the fuck out of here, you idiot. Character positioning? It's not just about the character positioning. It's that the message is fake. Oh. Nobody knows how to fucking think anymore. Oh my god. Holy fuck, bro. It's that the message was fake. It's not about the positioning. The positioning was an argument. It was evidence. It was not proof. Oh my god, bro.
It's a content creator called In Remission. I really love their posts all the time. They're doing like a full overview of what's going on. The affected members, around 280 people in total. These are most likely people that have filed for or have reached out to get refunds on their Gian pulls. On their Gian weapon pulls, should I say. There's no official announcement yet from Kuro Games or Wuthering Waves about this issue, so I really would like to see what they're going to say and what they're going to do about this. The mail refund thing is just completely stupid, and they're laughing about this. Like, they're laughing at how stupid this situation is. Like, the fact that they confused CC with BCC is kind of funny if you think about it. This person is also talking about saying it's just no like, good. I don't know what they're doing.
No, I bet people do this shit all the time, and like corporations. Like, have you guys ever had a situation where this happens at like your office, where like somebody accidentally, sends it out to everybody? Yeah, this happens a lot.
This is not good. They're not liking it. Looking through all these responses here, the general feel that I get is that they're not really angry. It's not like they're angry, like, oh, I can't believe you just did this. I mean, no, there is that aspect of that. They can't.
Were they just disappointed
like,
now?
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
Damn.
You know? So in total, there are things in this post which are
bad.
true, but there are some things which aren't true as well. Like I said, the email and the leaking of information is true, but it was a private leak, not a public leak. The affected individuals, from what I can see, there hasn't been anyone in that list of 208 people that have leaked that information by themselves. So that's good. That's a good thing. However, the fact that it happened in the first place is something that can't really be dismissed. I don't know if that opens them up to any kind of legal liabilities. We're just gonna have to see about that, because they also did kind of like flirt with that with Gian's weapon banner, with people like reaching out to the customer affair agency.
Yeah, no doubt. People are pissed.
Again, just one thing after
100%.
another. Can JP Kuro Games, please, can you just stop doing this for a single day? Please, I'm begging you. One thing I can say for certain is,
by the way, like, I want to let y'all know, like, nobody really gives a fuck about this, and it doesn't matter. What really matters is if the game is good or not. And if the game is fun to play, everybody's going to ignore this shit. Like, this is just funny if the game is good. Just keep adding new content, add new bosses, putting more stuff in the game. That's all that matters. Like, this is all just for fun.
People do go in the negative, as it says in here. They will not get banned.
You think the game sucks?
They're going to outright ban people.
I don't think the game sucks.
There's going to be something in place that they're going to have to deal with. But they're not going to lose access to their account. That's not what they're going to do. That would be completely beyond the pale. Oh, God, I'm so tired. I'm like running on 3.5 hours sleep right now, guys. And I've got to be up in like 4 hours. So I just want to get this video out there quickly to address this issue and kind of like get in there. I'll look at this later on as well to see what Kuro Games like officially releases, what their official stance is.
Yeah, I think they should just give us another 10 pull for this.
Are saying like it's
that
going
seems
to
like
happen,
the good idea.
From now on. But God, they are not making it easy to defend them. You know? Okay. I got to go, guys. I'll see you next time. Take care. Peace.
I don't think you need to defend anything. I think this shit's funny to me. Like, this is funny. You want to see Genshin community cry whenever Asmongold starts playing it? Yeah. No one cares if a whale gets fucked? Yeah, true. Like, I just think this shit's funny. So, basically, I don't even know where to start. Like, this is crazy. What a good fucking channel. Yeah, this guy's great. Give this one a like, too. Yeah. And Elon Musk live on YouTube talking about new shit with Tesla. I don't want to look at that right now. Would you play Grand Blue Relink update? 4 new quests? No, I haven't looked at that yet. Scamming people out of their money and doxing them is funny? I mean, let's be real, right? It was a mistake. They didn't mean to do it. They fucked up. They absolutely fucked up. It's 100% a bad thing. But to me, I care a lot about intent. I care about intent more basically than anything. So the intent here is not to scam people. Well, it is. It's a gacha game. But the intent is to ethically scam people through the existing systems in the game. They didn't try to dox people. Sony has done this 7 times, and it's been worse. There's a lot more than 200 people that were affected by this. So am I really going to cry a fucking river over Kuro Games having this happen? No, I'm not. Like, it's dumb as fuck. They shouldn't have done it. It was a mistake. It didn't happen to me. Thank God. It didn't happen to any of you guys. Probably thank God. That's not toxic. It was a mistake. They made a mistake. However, you know, it wasn't done intentionally. That's all there is to it. That's the point that I'm making. But yeah, this is fucking funny. Like, as I said, gacha games having this problem. I think that, bro, people are getting mad about this game. I'll probably watch this later on. But it is really funny to me to see this happen. It really is.